Hello, y'all. How are ya? Welcome. Welcome to Cooking Up Success. I am Michelle Lynn, trying to get this camera on. There we go. Whoops. How's everybody doing? Can you believe it's December? Y'all, it's December. I've got my, where are we? I've got my Christmas decorations up. Our lights are strung. Actually, we have luminarias on our house. Hi, Hallie. It's good to see you. But it's so much fun driving around the neighborhood and looking at all of the Christmas lights. Ho, ho, ho. Yes. I hope you're not calling me a ho, ho, ho. But yeah, happy Christmas. So I am here live with you guys today. And if you're new around here, my name is Michelle Lynn. Drop in a note saying hello, where you're from. If you are at your desktop or a laptop above my head, and Hallie will probably drop the link here shortly, grant StreamYard access to your profile so I can say hello to you as a face. So we're going through this StreamYard thing instead of directly live on Facebook. And we're also on YouTube as well. So hello, I'm so glad you guys are here. We're Cooking Up Success. This is where we meet once a week, anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes. And we just basically, I talk about business, the business of interior design, because that's what we're all here for. And Lord only knows that this is a difficult business. This is a difficult business. So if you haven't already, you can go back. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. Hey, good to Boston, Massachusetts. You can also go back in our guides section here on Facebook and watch the replays. Because golly, Hallie, how long have we been doing this? A little over a year, a couple years? I think January is going to be 2 years. So there's a lot of content. Today, what we're going to be talking about is the word of the year. Oh, excuse me. So I know it's not real attractive. When I get nervous or excited, my nose runs. So plus we've got these lovely allergies season right now. Hello, all. It's good to see you. I will head on over to Facebook soon to be able to actually see who you guys are. Okay, so today, what I want to talk about is the word of the year. I don't make resolutions anymore because, I mean, seriously, you make a resolution now, right? Or you're like, of January 1st, and you're thinking, this is great. I'm going to be fantastic. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's amazing energy, right? That you have right there, but it's almost impossible to maintain it and to carry it for the next 12 months after that. So one of the things that I started doing, and I encourage my team to as well, and we share our words with each other. And it is oftentimes what we do is we find a word that is applicable both personally and professionally. So I can't remember a lot of them right now. I was trying to look them up beforehand. I used to have them all written down, but we've moved studios a couple times. But my word for 2022 was actually be still. Okay. Just if you guys know me, I just cannot sit still. My brain is always going. I'm always trying to do things. Did I succeed at it this year? Oh, I definitely could have been a little bit better. But it was actually so applicable. I got a tattoo. So it's also be still and know that I am God. So it's kind of a personal, professional, you know how it kind of crosses over. So finding a word, the reason behind it, because of resolutions are, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to stop doing this, I'm going to stop doing that. When you find a word that you can use, what it does is it impacts your decisions. Okay. As I'm making decisions, in fact, I was rolling something out. Let's see, hold on. See if Debbie sent me any of her notes. I was rolling out an Ascension program. So if you guys are familiar, we have the Interior Design Business Bakery. Okay. That's a paid program. It's a mentorship. It's fantastic. If you're new in business or if you've been in business for a while and you don't have your systems and processes in place, let me know and I will share that information with you. And then I was rolling it out and it just didn't feel right. And I compared, like something was off. And what I did is I took that process, that project that I was creating, and I compared it to my word, be still. And it was just like, okay, if I do this, there's going to be a lot more work that I'm going to have to do. This just doesn't feel right. This doesn't align with my word. And Deborah, she says you make commitments, though it's through the year as opposed to New Year's resolutions. Yeah, it's similar. It's similar. You're making commitments to yourself. This word of the year is how you can balance things off, or how you can balance things, how you can measure decisions that you're making. I think it's really important because it just makes you slow down and really does it align with with what you want your 2023 to be. I've had intent. I know I had intentional or intent a few years ago, and it's just being very intentional. Like, am I just flying by the seat of my pants, or am I being intentional with this decision? Or am I being intentional with this, anything? I mean, even if it's just brushing your teeth, just being present. I think I had one of be present or presence. Debbie, one of my senior designers, she had rhythm. Okay. Because she was so like all over the place with work and with business and so forth. She had to get into a rhythm. So it's just super helpful if that's something that you struggle with. So commitments are fantastic. I love that idea, Deb. Resolutions, they're not all that bad. They just don't work for me. So don't hear me saying that resolutions suck. Now, if you suck at keeping them, then they suck for you. Okay. They suck for me. So the word of the year has been super helpful. Does anybody have a word that's in the back of their head that they think would be applicable for them? Yep. I know. Really, really, you can tell how fancy I am. So I think my word this year is going to be spacious. My calendar will be spacious. My home will be spacious. I don't like a lot of clutter. We're moving into a new studio. That's going to be spacious. If you're here in Dallas and you're looking for studio, I will probably be creating a co-working environment. So if you need space, we've got that. So right now, that's kind of where I'm sitting. And how do you decide what your word will be? Word of the year, finish. Ooh, that's a good one. I'd love to hear more about that. Why finish? But yeah, that's a good thing to measure against. How you come up with your word of the year is really just kind of, it's instinctual. Okay. What do you need to change in your life? What do you need to improve upon? What do you need to stop doing? Okay. What resonates in your heart? So mine feels pretty good, as spacious right now. It could change in the next couple of weeks. And here's the deal, y'all. You can change it anytime. If you want to change it in February, change it in February. If it doesn't feel right. Okay. It's not a test. It's not a test. And nobody's going to be questioning it other than you. So what do you think? Do you think word of the year is going to work for you? Do you think it's a good practice? Will you be doing it? If you are, I'd love to hear what your words are. Empowered. Ooh, that's good. Stop starting something and not finishing. Oh, I'm assuming you're a girl. Lots of girls here. I get it. Oh, look, I texted Debbie to see if we had some of our old words. Let's see. Hers was pause this past year. She tells me mine is be still. I'm like, I know, I've got it tattooed on my arm. That is Herbert. Hey, Herbert, good to see you. Yep, I lost you on the StreamYard. Yeah, stop starting something and not finishing. Empowered is good, and just keep that in mind. So if finish is your word of the year, then just remind yourself of that. You don't have to get it tattooed on your arm, but do write it down. So write your word down. Oh, I know. I had another one. Mine was limitless, and it was my screensaver for my phone. So you can create it for your phone, write it on your bathroom mirror so you see it every day. Write it with dry erase markers. Super easy, super easy. It's also a great place that you can write down your goals and the things that you want to see, prayers, mantras, whatever. Ooh, flourishing. Hallie, I think that's good. Flourish. So you can write it there, put a sticky note on your computer. If you have a laptop, you can just put it right here on that. Just even in your car. So you can just put a little sticky note in there. It will remind you, because oftentimes we get so busy, right? We get so busy. So take the time, write it down, remind yourself of it, and live. You're designing your life. So basically, at the end of the day, you are designing your life. You design a room, you design a home, you design a space. Okay. Don't shortchange yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to be intentional. As a business owner, you have to be very intentional. As a human being, you don't want to wake up in 20 years and look back and say, what in the hell did I do? I had so many hopes and dreams, and they've all been just pissed away. Okay. So be intentional. If that's your word of the year, like I said, that was mine a while ago. And it's just really important that you don't look back. So I'll leave you with this. One way that you could potentially jump off and start thinking about what words you want to have is stop and think about, if you met your future self, okay, and had the chance to ask her or him what it is that they regretted not doing, let that guide your decisions. What do you regret? I regret being so busy I didn't get a chance to, visit with my child. Okay. I regretted not taking that trip to Timbuktu. I regretted not telling somebody that I loved them or apologizing, like whatever that case may be. So if you met the person you could have become, what would you regret not doing? What would you regret doing? So leave it at that. Word of the year. Hallie, are we back next week? I'm not sure if we're going to be here next week, but I do hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has very happy holidays. And no, we are not here next week. So I close ML Interiors Group for 2 weeks. And so I probably won't even have any makeup on for a while. So I'm so grateful for all of y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. Thank you for sharing your time and your words of the year. Have yourself a wonderful Merry Christmas. And just remember, it's not all about the gifts and the Santa Claus. Okay. It is truly about the indestructible joy that was given to us as a gift in the form of our Christ. So that's what I've got for you. Have a Merry Christmas. See you soon.